What would I do if I were president of Nintendo, and what color are my Joy-Cons? Find out in the next episode of find out now in this video, cause without any further delay, welcome to the 10K Q&A. Let's get started with Michael Keegna, who wants to know which country or state do I live in. I live in Georgia, which is in the United States, but I am from Wait, that's the next question. Cali Best Waifu Marie is okay I guess, wants to know where I'm from. I am from Bulgaria! And Blake Forrester follows that up with what's the second language in your country? Well, we talk Bulgarian in Bulgaria, but I think it's safe to say that most students learn English pretty early on. Ако случайно сте от България, може ли ми напишете в коментарите какви са другите езици, които говориме? Защото знам, че в училището ни преподават прекалено много езици, обаче не знам какво да им кажа на тия хора. Така че моля помогнете в коментарите, мерси. Antonio De Leva wants to know, do you like banitsa? Oh yeah, boy! Moussaka? It's alright, I guess. Not my favorite, but I will enjoy it every now and then, and I always get the lucky bay leaf in it. Or Duner. Okay, Duners I used to enjoy, but I've had trouble enjoying the meat on it lately, so I kinda get vegetarian Duners, which is basically, it's just stuffed with fries and lettuce, but you know what, it's good, I like it, yes. 5 thumbs up. My Aronia wants to know, what's my favorite kind of ice cream? I actually found this out recently, but I really love pistachio ice cream. And my second favorite would be melon flavored ice cream, which is interesting because we have that in Bulgaria. I have not seen it in the US, but when I go over to Bulgaria, I enjoy my melon ice cream. There's also one that's violet flavored, that's pretty good, but okay, I'm getting rambly. Lucy May wants to know what my opinion is on squids in real life. I think they're hecka creepy, but they taste pretty good when cooked. Judgment wants to know, do I like dogs? Well, Mr. Judgment, how about a double judgment on me, because I am both afraid of dogs and allergic to dogs, but I do not dislike dogs, which is hecka weird, but it's like, imagine seeing a spider and thinking this thing is cute, but if I touch it I will die. That's basically how I am with dogs. Opa wants to know, doggo or kitty? Which pet or bird? Neither. Bearded dragon. Wanna see what they look like?
Waddle do, waddle dee. Hello Waddles, it's a me. Also, you have a cricket on your head.
Person GuySix wants to know, do you think you're cringy or anything like that? Yes, I'm very cringy. A lot of the times, I'm super cringe. I cringe at myself all the time. The Sushi Fairy wants to know, have you upgraded your gaming setup from the trusty chair and floor? No, I have not, Sushi Fairy. Ian TM wants to know, what color are your Joy-Cons? I got 2 red and a blue. The other blue one broke. BBWes wants to know, if Splatoon was never made, what would you do or play? Would you think your channel would be this big? Okay, if Splatoon was never made, I would have kept playing Pokemon and Sonic until I got tired of both of them, I got tired of both of them like 2 or 3 years ago, so I probably wouldn't even be into gaming at this point in life. So would my channel be this big? I don't think my channel would even exist if there wasn't Splatoon to get it started in the first place. So there you have it. XJayKing wants to know, are there any other games besides Pokemon and Splatoon that you want to feature on your channel? Yes, I have been wanting to do a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn of the Golden Country playthrough. I want to do a couple reviews on indie games that I've enjoyed playing like Celeste and Octopath Traveler. I don't think that's indie, but it feels like an indie, it looks like an indie. I love those games. I just don't know how to do coverage on them. I'm actually looking at the way Chugga Conroy does his playthroughs and kind of taking notes and trying to create my own version of that type of playthrough, because I want them to be something fun to watch and that informative, not just me screaming at the game like I did basically for the Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke. I want to be like more informed and more ready for it as opposed to just kind of first reactions. HoldingKids wants to know, what's the future of your channel? I want it to be 50-50 informative and fun. So I want to have my videos to be informative, the other half to be fun. Although I am gonna be honest, I really enjoy making like test videos or ranking videos or more informative stuff, because 1, I get to learn more about the game because I have to do research on it, but 2, it helps somebody else enjoy the game a bit more. So I think I want to lean more in the informative, but I definitely want to keep the fun type of stuff. Amami wants to know, what would you do when YouTube ends? Go to Twitter apparently. Flamebow56 wants to know, do you still work at a school? If not, what job do you have now? And which job do you want? So, for those of you who don't know, I actually teach part-time at a school. I only teach Thursdays for now, but the semester's basically over when this is coming out. So since I didn't get an educational degree in my state, I can't technically teach. I enjoy teaching. Yes, I still work at a school, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna work there. I'm basically down to like 1 day a week. I'm probably gonna be leaving that job very, very soon. Now, as far as what job I want to do, I would love to be a content creator or a research/teaching professor at a university. And I'm kind of getting my master's now, and that's a stepping stone towards a PhD, so I'll work towards that. JJ Boy wants to know, what job would you be terrible at? Surprisingly, I actually did a job I was terrible at. It's that job where you're a direct salesperson. It's like one of those people who stands at like a very crowded place and is like, here, have a flyer, here, buy this thing, please. I get paid based on commissions. I cannot be a salesperson, guys. I cannot sell. I mean, if it's something that I have made and like I have put my heart and like hard work into it and I really think is valuable, I will like kind of pitch it, kind of talk about it, but I am not the hard sell type of person. So any sales job that's like hardcore sales, I cannot do. Whoever I want to be wants to know, let's say Nintendo hired you and you had to make a game of your choice. What would that game be? Well, if it's a game within the Nintendo franchise, I would make some more Pokemon games, but I suppose you're saying any game, and I actually have a couple of game ideas in mind. I had a nice sketchbook with like everything sketched out and a story in mind, but I have no clue how to do like game design, so like the game interactions and elements and playstyle and all of that, but I actually had a game in mind. It's called Poncho's Adventure. And that's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want anybody to steal that idea and make that into a video. But if you're a game developer and you're watching this and you might wanna just hit me up in the comments. Allstar47 wants to know, if you could be president of Nintendo for a month, what would you do? I would make dedicated servers for Splatoon 2 and Cloud. The other thing I would do is commission Diamond and Pearl remakes. They're long overdue. Come on, make Pokemon less child friendly and more fun for everyone. I kinda hate the like childish trajectory Pokemon's been having lately, so I would fix up Pokemon and Splatoon, because I like those games and I want them to be good. Combined Owl wants to know, if you had 24 hours to live and the ability to travel everywhere you want within minutes, what would you do? Well, that's a very scary question, because only 24 hours, what the heck? Okay, first of all, I'm gonna completely forget about sleep, and I'm gonna use probably the first 4 to 5 of those hours to just warp everywhere on the planet that I've wanted to see, check out all the cool places like Giant Causeway. I don't remember if it was Inca or some other like ancient tribe in South America. They had like the giant lions. I think it was like the Cusco lions or something like that. I'd hop over to like Australia and Antarctica and all over the world. I just want to go quickly see everything, just maybe go to like a cafe with a couple friends, and after my little crazy trip around the world to see everything, I would spend the rest of my time with family. And since my family lives all over the world, I would actually use this teleportation ability to visit everyone, give them a hug, tell them I love them, tell them thank you for making my life amazing, thank you for being part of it, and then I'd warp back to Bulgaria, hang out with my friends, with my grandparents. And I think that's where I would stay to die, unless of course I decide to be crazy and then just warp into some other like Alpha Centauri place, just see what another planet looks like. I mean, I'm gonna die anyways, might as well warp to a different planet. Jeremy Ames wants to know, how does it feel to finally have ads? Hopefully an ad popped up for you. If not, why do you have ad block? Anyways, I'm basically still broke. Support me on Patreon, please! Luna K wants to know, why did you become a YouTuber? I kind of touched upon this in the Fantastic interview, but basically I graduated from college with a bachelor's degree and basically 2 certificates / minors in business, and I'm kind of shy and introverted and I didn't network much, so I couldn't really find a job in business, and I kind of ended up sticking to just teaching and doing part-time research at the university I graduated from. But sadly, since it's all part-time, it basically was not working more than 20 hours a week ever, so I'd spend a whole lot of time just consuming information. 2 years ago, I was reading upwards of 30 books a year. This year, I've knocked it down to about 15, but I'm still reading a heck of a lot, and I spend most of my time watching YouTube videos, and I was starting to get very, very sick of constantly consuming information. And I just felt the need to create. I just wanted to make something, and initially I wanted to make an educational channel, but I didn't know how to make it, I didn't know what to make it about. So I figured, let me go the gaming route, because that's less pressure. I mean, alright, it's just gaming, you just look at a game and you know. I was wrong about that. Gaming is pretty high pressure as well. But I decided to start with gaming because it was something I enjoyed doing, it was a hobby, and I was like, okay, well this is something I could create, and hey, there's these people who like the same game as me, who are making great videos about it, and I want to be part of that community. So here I am, yay! Stellary wants to know, when making videos, do you ever receive inspiration through things such as music, photography, etc. that help you in your creative process? Or are most of the videos you make based on curiosity? To be honest, the majority of videos I make are based on my curiosity. I have too many questions, too many ideas. A couple of videos I have made have been inspired by music, like the Mayday song. That the song came out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful, and I just happened to have the perfect footage for it. So that kind of inspired it. Same with the Love Like You. But that's my favorite video that I've made, just because it has so much meaning on it. For now, the majority of my ideas are based on my creativity, but I feel like I'm going to slowly grow into getting inspired by other people's works. Laurel Good wants to know, what was your favorite part about doing the 1v1s? Was it winning, or losing, or any other reason why you liked it? So for those of you who don't know, I started out this channel doing 1v1s with viewers. I did not do 1v1s for the glory of winning or for the shame of losing. I actually did it for the very reason of getting to make a video with somebody so that they can be excited about them being present online. It was one of those things that influenced me to start my channel in the first place. Like, I don't know what video it was, but over a year ago, I was randomly paired up with that SRB2 dude in a ranked match. I think it was Rainmaker on Manta Maria. And I found out that, oh my gosh, I was in a video by this really knowledgeable and cool person, and I thought that was amazing. Now, I had a different username, it was Inked Omega. Let me know in the comments if you find the video. He was talking about E-leaders, I think. But I really enjoyed getting to be in a video of somebody's, oh my gosh, I felt honored, even though he had no clue who I was, probably didn't care. I cared. So I figured, what if I do 1v1s where I can basically dedicate a video to getting to play with somebody? I mean, heck, if I could make a video that made somebody's day, even one video that just made one person's day, that is beyond any other job I could do. At least that's what I feel like. I want to make an impact, and that's why I did the 1v1s. However, I got to a point where I wasn't enjoying them anymore. They were kind of getting stale, and I was kind of getting spammed. Hey, can you 1v1 me? 1v1 me, please. Please, 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 1v1 me. And there were 1,000 plus of you. And if you think about it, that would take me 3 years if I just did one video a day. Now there's way more than 1,000, and I have no clue how to incorporate that. So I kind of just stopped doing the 1v1s because, one, I feel like that's unfair to you guys. But if you do join my Patreon and you really want to do a 1v1, I will do it with you. I'm a bad salesman, I promise. Shrimpio wants to know, what Splatuber do you look up to the most? That would have to be Viantastic. He is the biggest sweetheart, he makes amazing content, not that the other people don't, they make some flippin', oh my gosh, have you seen Octoboy stuff? He looks like he's just straight out of Hollywood. But what I like about Vian is that he's a flippin' sweetheart. I don't know, I just think he's a great role model, and he's very kind, and he's very sweet, and he loves what he does. Yeah, so I look up to Vian. There you have it. Anthro Girl wants to know, have you ever tried cosplaying as other famous Splatoon YouTubers in Splatoon? Do you guys remember that hashtag Age of Vian thing? Let's just say that I was one of the first people in that and kinda helped it spread a bit. Edward Ball wants to know, do you have Splatoon OCs? Yes, I have 2 actual OCs that I might incorporate in future videos. One of them you have already seen, and it's Agent V, which has a very deep Vasko voice. Thank you, Audacity, for that. And he's basically a secret agent who is not trained in secret agent stuff, so he's very much a doof, even though he sounds very serious. And the other OC I have is Vasky, which is basically a Terminator version of Splatoon. I don't know. It is a Inkling from the future, and it's half robot, half Inkling. It's like a cyborg thing. It's coming for me, oh no! Brayden Chapel wants to know, if you could be any race from any media, what would it be? I'd be a Time Lord, cause getting to regenerate 12 times, man, all the books I could read, all the videos I could make, oh, and I could time travel. Axel Roka wants to know, what's your favorite TV show, Doctor Who, anime, Naruto, or movie? Despicable Me is pretty alright. Silent Ghost wants to know, do you watch anime, yeah? If so, which ones? I've watched the entirety of Naruto, I'm caught up on Attack on Titan and My Hero Academia, and then I'll watch the occasional random Netflix ones, like the Children of the Sand Whale, You got any anime recommendations? Post them in the comments below. Papsy Turner wants to know, what kind of content do you consume the most when you're watching YouTube or TV or other stuff? I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't watched TV in a long time. The most I see of TV is like the random news that people have turned on or like a sports game, but I don't really watch it much. And then as far as YouTube, I tend to watch a whole lot of either educational or hilarious stuff. But usually I will watch stuff like GMM, I'll watch like funny cooking stuff, I'll watch other people play Splatoon and other games that I like. A kind of nice mix of all, but usually I go for more like entertaining. Chill wants to know, what's your favorite non-Splatoon YouTuber? Okay, it's a three-way tie. I really like GMM, but they're not really one YouTuber, it's more like a company. So if we don't count GMM, then there's two, Exerbia or Wheezy Waiter. They're both really cool channels. Exerbia's tends to be very like mind-blowing, but it is not PG at all. Wheezy Waiter, he's not that PG, but he's hilarious. He's super relatable. I like his stuff. I've been watching his stuff for, I think Wheezy Waiter is the one person on YouTube I have watched for like the past 5 years or longer. And I keep loving his stuff, so check him out. All links below for all the stuff I talk about. It's a lot of links I'm gonna have to put in. Hylian Tree wants to know, what's your favorite band or artist outside of Splatoon? Oh boy, apart from not watching TV, I also don't listen to a lot of music, even though my dad was a DJ. So I don't really have a favorite band, but in terms of artists, I really like the works of Van Gogh and Monet. I just enjoy how well they incorporate colors into their paintings, and they both tend to be very like slice of life, nature type of thing. I realize saying Monet and slice of life is not the best combination. Don't hate on me, art critics, but I like Monet's work. I like Van Gogh. The Van Gogh crab painting, oh my gosh, that. And if you watch Doctor Who, I cried hardcore with that sunflower painting. Oh my gosh, and I got to see it in real life. It was amazing. It's nice. Now if we're talking about artists online, there's 2 or 3 artists on Twitter that I absolutely love everything they put out. And that would be Mela, Yoli, and Aronia. Links below. Check them out. Totally worth it. Andre Belay wants to know, do you have any talent like playing instruments or dancing? First of all, I'm too shy to dance, so it's definitely not dancing. But I used to play percussion, so I kind of remember how to play instruments. I don't know if you count that as a talent, kind of knowing how to play an instrument, but does teaching count as a talent? So Relic wants to know, are you secretly Gru from Despicable Me? No, why would you say that? Maybe I am. But does that mean you think I sound like Steve Carell? I'll take that as a compliment. Although to be honest, a couple of people who know me in real life have said that I do kind of act like Gru from time to time. So maybe I am the real life Gru, but I am not bald. I'm not bald or evil or have minions. Though the minion part would be cool. Ice-T wants to know, do you like Star Wars? And if so, which is your favorite? Okay, so this is gonna be weird, but I like the old Star Wars. The prequels were alright, but the stuff they've been doing now, the past 2 episodes that they've put out, and the Han Solo movie, I was not very impressed with. However, one of the newer things they've put out is my absolute favorite Star Wars movie, and that would have to be Rogue One. I like all the creative direction they took on it. I like how they put a spin on it, and if you have not seen that movie, I recommend you see it. A lot of people were upset, but I was like, this is lovely. It was very well made. I love the characters, I love the story. They changed a whole lot between the trailer and the movie, but I did not mind the changes they made. Maydonk May wants to know, if you were alone on an island, who would you take with you? And then she gives me a list of Splatoon characters, and I'm gonna just flat out stop you at the first one. I'm gonna go with Marina. And not for the reasons you guys think, degrees, but because she knows how to work with technology, and I would like to have some sort of technology on this island because technology helps you survive. So Marina. Naisu wants to know, what do you find more beautiful? A sunrise or a sunset? This one's actually pretty easy. I like sunsets more. My issue with sunrises is that, oh, it looks pretty, but then the sun's up and it's like, okay, now it's time for me to go on with my day. But with a sunset, you get to sit there and you enjoy it, and then once it's gone, you see all the stars, you can contemplate life in the universe, and you get to chill. There's no work to do afterwards. You just kind of relax, and then you're done with your day. So I like sunsets. They're more calming. They're more... It's what follows, I suppose. The thing that follows the sunsets I love. So I would say the sunset is cooler. I find it more beautiful, at least. Gabrielle Miller wants to know, what are your plans for the future? Gabrielle, thank you for asking. Well, I would like to get much better at making videos because I have too many video ideas that I want to make, but I just don't have the skill to make them yet, and I would love to put that out there. I'm also going to be doing my master's program in analytics if anyone's curious. So I will be getting a master's, and then once I get my master's, I would like to go for a PhD because I like to do research and I like to teach, and a PhD will let me do research and teaching at a university level, which means I'm not gonna be super broke anymore for once in my life. But that takes a while. It's like a good 5 to 6 years ahead. So for the next 5 to 6 years, hopefully Vasko Games will continue and it will get even better and cooler, and I'll get to cover more games other than Splatoon. I'll still keep talking about Splatoon because it's an amazing game, but yeah, those are my plans. And that's all we had for this 10K Q&A. That's a lie, I had way more questions, but I had to cut stuff out because this was gonna be like a 5-hour video otherwise. Thank you everyone who submitted a question. Sorry if I did not get to your question. If you do have anything else you really want me to answer, feel free to comment below, I will answer away. You guys know I read all your comments, and I love them. So thank you for being patient, thank you for watching this whole video. Have a wonderful day.